Oh, let's see if this is working. I don't know if it's working. Let's check. Control. Let's see if it's working. I don't know, but all I know is that the thing is working on this side. So let's look at the light control panel in my other YouTube video. Because I don't know if the light focus is working. I don't know. So I just know that what is happening here is being confusing to me. So I'm just looking at this, I'm just looking at the thing, and it looks like it's working. It's still saying that it needs to connect with the thing, but that's confusing to me and confusing to us all. What? Oh, it's there. It's there. I'm bad at this. I'm figuring it out. Let's go. We're live. We are actually live. Let's go. So, thank you, brothers. I'm back. I'm gonna change the title in a sec, but like, I'm back. I don't have much time, but I'm back. I have like 7 minutes max. But the funny thing is that I started recording a different video. It was gonna be this video, but I just recorded it, but it didn't work because my brother interrupted because he thought I was gonna live stream it because I said I was gonna live stream it, but it didn't live stream. But it did live stream, but it was just confusing. But the thing is, I'm back in this world, and you've already no, you haven't seen it because I'll delete those videos. But you're seeing this interesting face. It's a school thing, so you don't need to. It doesn't matter to you, and it doesn't matter that my nose is yellow. It's just we just chill like that. So, welcome back to Demi Sobanjo. Demi's Views. It's everything. It's Demi's Views again, but the title of the channel is Demi Sobanjo. I changed that, and I didn't make a video about it because I didn't want to. Because I wanted to keep the name as Demi Sobanjo, but then this whole series or thing will be Demi's Views. And we're back to Demi's Views, and we're starting off with a review / talk about a book, because I'm not reviewing it. I like the book, but it's not time to review the book. That's what my essay's for. And the book that I'm talking about is a book that I read for class. Boo-hoo. And I like the book, and I did like the book, and I have to write an essay about it for next week, but like that's future Demi's problem. Not exactly, it's my problem, and I'm trying to use this as a starting point. But in the book is The Kite Runner. The Kite Runner is a book that is a very good book. So if you don't want to be spoiled by what I'm about to say, leave now, because it's a good book. Don't stay. Because it's a good book, and just leave unless you don't like violent books. And if so, don't say, because I'm going to talk about some violent things. Not that violent, because I don't like talking about violent things, but I will mention things that are kind of violent. But in this book, it follows our main character, Amir, which is an Afghani person who we follow through his life from his childhood-ish, and it's to his adulthood, where he goes back to Afghanistan to do some reckoning on his past that is meddled with violence and mistakes and guilt. And it's an interesting book, and I really liked it because it kind of interestingly, I always find these weird things in between books because I like looking at like an author and like, you don't believe that God does this, and you're like, yes. But then the person can't say that directly to me, they just say it through the book. So then what today's video comes down to is the concept which I'm going to flesh out to an essay that I can maybe read out, but into a concept of the struggle for what can be true of anything. So like what I'm going to focus on today is on the concept of redemption in the book. Redemption in this book is mostly for the main character of Amir, who has failed his friend Hassan, who is also his half-brother, which is the like whoa moments, which I wish I saw coming, but I didn't see coming. So shout out to Khaled Hosseini, the author of the book, for such a masterful plot twist. Even though I expected there would be a plot twist at some point, but I didn't expect that plot twist. Mostly because I wasn't on the lookout for plot twists, but it's really hit me. And then he follows it up with another plot twist, which is that Hassan tragically gets shot and leaves his son as an orphan. So it's a very sad story. It's a thing that you have there. Then you have redemption for Baba and his things, Soraya for her wrongs, the general, and all these different people trying to redeem themselves. And no one actually does. They're the thing, and most people agree on this, that no matter how much these people look for the satisfaction of redemption, they don't find it. They search and search and search, but they cannot achieve redemption, at least by themselves. For Amir, he speaks and says that, like, I felt the pain disappearing from me, that I didn't feel the pain as much as it used to be just because I started helping this boy, which is the son of Hassan. And because he does that, he's able to now just transcend the pain that he's been stuck in for like the entirety of his life, that he either hides away when he's in America or sickens him when he's back in Afghanistan, and these kind of things. And eventually he is able to move past it by going through the same same experience by sacrificing himself in the fight to save Sora. So even if you don't understand, if you don't get the book, read the book. The things that I'm saying is it's it's something, and I might not even be making sense if you read the book. But then the thing about the redemption arc that we have in this story is that because Amir never fully achieves the redemption that he seeks, it shows to us that redemption cannot be made by ourselves. It's not a thing that we can achieve. But then, what does it say about humanity as a whole? That the author is trying to tell us that, like, oh, we can't achieve a redemption by ourselves. But then the question is, for a Christian, the answer isn't that. The answer is partly that. Because you say, I can't redeem myself by my own actions. I've sinned against God, I've sinned against man, I've sinned against myself, against the person that God has created me to be. But the only way that I can be saved is through the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. So then we have that situation where you're having a person that like is dying, that is able to get as close as they can by being willing to sacrifice themselves to save this person. So like Amir is willing to die for Soran, because even though he feels like it's warranted, he should die because Hassan died, so he should die too. But then when he is saved from that death by someone outside of him, and saved from that death, he's able to now experience the redemption in a small part. But he never fully achieves that redemption. And an interesting thing that, like, we don't even know if Hosseini was thinking. I haven't looked into that for enough to see if Hosseini even himself was thinking, it got to the point of, there is no redemption for humans as humans. But then a Christian looks at it, and I don't know if this might not even be the default Christian reading, but the reading that I see is that when you have a person that is in this situation, when they die to themselves is only the first step. So even in books and all these different things, they talk about how when I stopped believing, when I came to my last breath, that's when I was able to beat the dragon or beat the thing or rise above or finally forgive myself. But the thing is, that's not the step. The step is to not only stop there, but look over to the other. To look to the person that will save you. To look to, in our case, God. To look to Christ, who saves us from that issue that we're in and brings us to a place where we can be his be redeemed and come back, find a way to be good again, which is something that Rahim Khan, one of Amir's mentors, says to him, that there's a way to be good again. And the way to be, and even though he doesn't explicitly say this, even because the book in itself is slanted from a story that doesn't try to be a religious story, and it doesn't try to. Most books in the modern age don't try to. Some are actively against it. Like a few books like a book series that I really like is actively against the religious undertones that it talks about. And I don't know if maybe my mic is going too high and rupturing eardrums, but the thing about this story is it shows us that humans can get to a certain point where they think about redemption, but if you forget God in the equation, you get to a point where you can't go any further. You hit the limit of where humans can express their suffering and sorrow and that kind of thing. My time is running low, so I think that's basically all I wanted to say. But like, redemption is not our own. It is something that we only achieve through Christ and through the things that are happening. But it's good to be back. I want to be back and doing Demi's Views stuff, and back to like short videos where I just talk about something for a few minutes, and be back to the good times that I've been on before. And as this stream comes to an end, I pray that all of you will have a great time, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.